Good afternoon, Facebook, Instagram, and other platforms. Oh, YouTube. Today we're having a little discussion about what us two have been feeling, seeing, feeling, sensing, and also the collective, as in people like yourselves, are all feeling. At this present time, we're about to go in, and we actually started it in July. We're going into the Lion's Gate, which is a portal which links up with Sirius, our planet Earth, and the Sun. There's a lot of power involved in this, and yeah, you could say the shift is finally hit the fan. Just stay grounded, isn't it, Sandra?
It is, yeah. I mean, there is just. I mean, I know we always say it, but there is so much going on.
Yeah.
Still got the full moon energy from Monday in Aquarius.
Yeah.
Lionsgate. When's that? 13th of August, next Thursday.
Is it? I thought it was the 8th to the 13th, isn't it, or something like that.
26th July, wasn't it?
But I've heard about 8th, so something happening on the 8th. So I'll watch that date anyway.
That's the Lionsgate portal, 8/8. 8/8.
Yes. I've got some notes, and Sandra's got eights as well. Stop saying 8.
Sorry. That's actually my life path, 8, infinity.
I think I'm 3. Holy Trinity.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a lot of emotional. Literally, there's a lot of energies going on at the moment, and it's not just emotions. It's literally mental, past. There's loads of stuff happening, and Sandra and I done a journey a few weeks back, and it lifted a lot of stuff that was quite tarry, quite dark.
Yeah.
But it's all at this time here for us to release it. It's not so much the ego, it's more from the programming. That's what I think it is, Sam. It's like the tar is what we've been programmed into. As we're born, we're programmed, aren't we? We're told what to do and stuff. And actually, it's like Neo leaving the Matrix. Exactly. Neo leaving the Matrix for the first time when he comes out, gets unplugged from the collective.
And look how painful that is.
Yeah, very.
Right?
But yeah.
Because you literally, everything that you've learned is literally got to be unlearned. You're literally relearning.
It is. It is. It's like, yes, you can take on board what you've learned, but don't take the concrete side of it, the heavy stuff. Does that make sense?
That's with both sides, though. No, it does, but it's like with both sides. It's like your mental, emotional, physical body is all affected by what you feed your body. Not just food, like you're saying, the media, what you watch, what you eat, what you read, what you listen to, the people that you associate with.
Well,
it's everything around you that affects you.
And I remember having a little discussion with you yesterday. It's like when you get home from work or you're having your daily chores and then it comes night time, the kids are in bed, you've done all the things that you need to do, and then you relax. As soon as you relax, you put the TV on, have a glass of wine. You're watching soaps, you're watching programs, which are programs subconsciously, because you know the characters, you get to know the characters, and you're living that. It's all made believe. But at the same time, when you watch it, it feels real like you're their family. And with the news, it's just like, do you know what? All they want to put out there is what they want you to be controlled by, isn't it? But again, it's just it's just standing in your power, and it's like the emotions I've been feeling, especially after the past three weeks, I think it is. It's like I felt totally alone. Even though I've got my family and my close family, I've got my other family and relatives and friends, I just felt like I was getting pulled away. I felt alone. That's the word. I just felt totally alone. But then it come to me after talking to you. It's like we are never alone. It's all about knowing it. We're all part of one. It's like you can imagine a facet of a diamond. That's my great thing to say. It's like you see a diamond in front of you, you turn it round. Every facet, that's a soul. Every facet on that diamond is a soul, and it makes one complete soul. So we're all part, so we're never alone.
Yeah, but then sometimes I think that you're made to feel alone, to actually work through, to go within. I think sometimes they do stand back for you to actually feel the emotion and to release whatever it is, whatever is coming up, the trigger or whatever. Sometimes, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
You get that feeling of like, that's when you have got to go within, have some quiet time.
And what's it done? The return to innocence. It's like return to inner self, isn't it? Reworded.
Yeah,
Dreams have been really fascinating as well. They've been very colourful, very like real. Should I discuss the one I had the other night?
yeah, if you want to say yeah, because I can't remember none of mine. I'm remembering bits, but I just ain't got a clue.
Well, my sleep patterns have just gone through. It's just they're not. Yeah, I sleep and that's it, but they're not regular. I'm waking up, God knows how many times. But it's like when I go back, this is when I have like these bizarre dreams, and all I could say it was like World War Z or like a zombie apocalypse. And basically, I was in this hospital, and then some guy come up to me and placed something. Well, no, he stabbed me with a knitting needle, which had a tag on it, and I couldn't see the tag because it was behind me. But I didn't feel the pain of it. That's one thing. I didn't feel the pain of it going in. I got to reception and said, like, basically, I need this removed. But as I looked round, I was aware of other people with the same tags. They all had been tagged. And the next minute, I was in this room and I was getting like on a drip. But the drip, I was getting injected with blue substance, which was a bit like, okay, whatever, blue blood, whatever. But then I was made aware this stuff they was injecting us with was transforming people into zombies. And I remember pulling this one out on me, out of my left shoulder. I pulled it out of me and looked at it, and do you know what? I can't remember what it said on the paper, but I noticed red writing on white background. And then I come out, got out of the hospital, and there was actually people changing in front of my face. Like 1 minute there was like Joe Blogs, next minute there's like these people that are just like killing other people. But from that, I got the breaking it down. It's like they want to inject people, don't they, with a new vaccine?
Yeah.
And I got from that maybe the dream was uh, linked in with the virus, linked in with this cure which they may have found, but also with this drug that would be injecting with you in you will be numbing parts of the brain that function of how you think and feel. I'm not saying it is, but it was just really. All I can say is really real. It was really like in my face. It's like okay, fine, but there was a lot of suffering. There was a lot of suffering in it. But again, I woke up and I think everything was fine. But it's just weird. Well, I'm getting some strangeness. So people out there probably are dreaming some crazy shit. Sorry for swearing.
Yeah, how are they? Because that was like a bit of the beginning of the lockdown. A lot of people were then, weren't they? But then you think, like what you say, at the beginning, a lot of people were watching the news for everything. They were being programmed.
Yeah, because it's like, what's next? What's next? It's like with Boris, he's speeching about what's going to be happening in the next month, and it's like people are glued to the TV without actually realising it's like they're waiting for the more news about it. But again, it's like stand in your power, isn't it?
But then also, Dan, I do want to add that, I mean, I don't know who actually determines the right to call a theory a conspiracy theory anyway, but it's the same with whatever you watch. You get sucked into it, you know, whether it is good or bad, what you're watching. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of truths being unveiled. We know there is. It's 2020, you know,
Yeah.
2020 vision, loads of things are going to come to light, but you can get brought down so much from watching that, from as much as watching the news and anything else, can't you? Do you know
It's
what I mean? It still
yeah,
affects you.
totally. Because it's like you're watching the TV, and it's like if you're unaware of the connection went down for a bit, so hopefully it's streaming okay now. But
Technology.
yeah, don't we just love it? But yeah, it's just like um, you're allowing certain energies in. It's being sovereign. Is that what we're saying? Yeah, it's being sovereign. And do you know what? It's just like you got to realise people out there. Each one of us are a divine spark of light or consciousness. Yeah, and people might even go, yeah, whatever, but you are, and we are. Basically, we need to ground, attune, and protect, just like the sovereign meditation that we've done. It's still lagging. The internet's still lagging, but I'll keep carry on
It's
recording
all
it.
right though.
Itself out. Yeah, so it's just like make sure you ground. If you don't, it's like imagine your energy centers from your crown chakra and energy centers chakras going right down to your base and your soul star. If you don't know what they are, there's some previous channels, videos that we put up that you can go and listen to if you wish to. But again, stand in your own power and trying to keep away from the television, isn't it? And what you hear, as you said before, it's just like there's a film in the 80s, and this guy um, basically woke up and he got handed these glasses. He put these glasses on, and he's actually seeing the truth. There's like billboards saying, "Buy now, or you must buy. You need this. You need to buy this." But you take glasses off, it's just an advert of a woman in a dress. But underneath,
Really?
to put the glasses on, it's like you must buy this. You must buy. You must consume, consume, consume. But you take glasses off, there was nothing, just like a normal billboard.
Do you know what's that called? Subliminary advertising,
Yeah,
isn't it? You know, because they do it with adverts, don't they? It'll
they
be like a flash of like a hamburger or something.
well, it was law. They was allowed to do it a few years back, but it's over here it's not allowed with that
Yeah,
programming.
I'm
The,
sure it was like America or something,
like
wasn't it?
it
That
was, yeah, because they have so many adverts over there. It's outrageous. You watch a film and you've got about 25,000 adverts. I'm exaggerating, but I don't care.
do you know what's just popped into my head though? You know, is it Darren Brown?
Yeah,
It is Darren Brown, isn't it? He
yeah,
proves it so many times to these people, doesn't he? When he does these shows, he's actually programming you. I watched one where I can't remember what it was about. It might have been the Russian roulette one. It might have been. But it was a taxi that come to pick the people up, like individually, and drove them all round a certain roads, sorry, in London to get to the studio bit where he was doing this thing, right? And it weren't until they showed you the playback, but he took them around certain ways where there was billboards and things like that. So he knew what numbers they were going to say, what letters, because you hadn't even realised that you'd looked at it and seen the same number so many times.
it's gone in. Yeah,
And they couldn't believe it, could they? And watching it, I used to find it so interesting. I haven't watched, I don't know if he's done anything, no. But he's proving that you don't even have to be aware that you are seeing these things to make it your reality.
exactly,
Not even aware.
exactly. Um, what else was there? Oh, we was done about the TV, and yeah, with ourselves, as I said, we've got the energy systems, and also they're also known as chakras. But people that are unaware, our you say emotional body. With the emotional body is around outside of your aura. So your aura is around your body, which is a natural energy light source. But on the outside, you have your emotional, your mental, your spiritual, and everything gets filtered through. And when you're watching TV, your whole system is open because you're relaxed in the state. And what I've got to say is like just before you watch TV, just before you settle down for the evening, just ask Archangel Michael if you believe in angels. Ask Archangel Michael just to put a cloak around you, and then see how you feel after watching that program. Because you'd be watching it, but you're not getting influenced by it. And if not Archangel Michael, just imagine yourself with a light going around you, like you're in a bubble, a protective bubble.
Yeah, or even one of your loved ones you may have lost. Ask them
Yeah,
to help protect you if you prefer that.
yeah, good idea. Yeah, that'd be nice. That's nice. I like that.
It depends what you believe in.
Yeah. So again, it's just like protecting. Just ask for a protection thing. I know people might say it's hairy fairy, but it helps.
It's little steps to becoming sovereign.
Yeah.
Just little changes. You can't do everything at once. You can't. It's like, whoa, blow your mind. But
God, can you imagine if we
it
actually
still do blow my mind.
if we did wake up when we did, can you imagine what it'd be like? Like, a mass rush download. It's like, I can't count. Where's the padded cell?
I,
I need it.
I know. Don't. I still feel like it sometimes anyway. But what I would like to say as well is I know everyone's got a bit like it sometimes, but have compassion for people that do have to go out and wear masks and everything. Have compassion for what some people do have to do for their everyday life. You know, not everyone is awake, and not everyone is destined to be awake. They're not on this path to be awake in this life. So you've got to understand it from everyone else's point of view. But then that does go to the other way as well. People that are not wearing the mask, just respect why people are doing what they've done. Everyone's got freedom of choice. As long as you are doing what you feel is right inside,
Yeah.
you know, don't worry about everyone else. As long as, you know, as long as you're doing what you believe and what you feel is right. Because otherwise, then what's happening then? You've got the anger again, the fear that leads to anger, that leads to divide, division.
And that is what they're trying to create, a division on a big scale. It's like if you don't understand with the cabal, they're like the hierarchy that used to be. They're on their way out at the moment. They're actually on their way out, and they're trying to think of every plan possible to hold on to power that is slipping through their fingers. Because it's like people in the states, they're more not programmable, but they're more perceptive to it because there's a lot happening over there, which I'm not going to go into. Which it's like how deep is a rabbit hole, and it's like how deep you want it. How deep you want it for. I'd
It
say
is,
one level at a time, please.
yeah. It is. I mean, I know it does come from a lot of confusion as well because there's so much, like, so many contradictions with everything, you know. It's like, if you don't mind me talking about it, at the beginning, obviously, vulnerable people and was it over 70-year-old or whatever,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, it was.
Vulnerable people need to shield. So fair enough, they needed to shield. Then it was the lockdown and blah, blah, whatever, right? But now that the mask wearing has come in, the people that are not able to wear masks, the vulnerable, are now allowed to be out not wearing masks. And this is where there's so much confusion and anger with everyone, isn't there, you know? You see, like in the shops where
Wait,
people are
wait.
like, you haven't got a mask.
Yeah, it's
I
like,
just,
excuse me, you've not got a mask on. Excuse me, why you got a mask on? It's like, yeah, and they're thinking, but
You know,
just think of yourself. If you feel safe with a mask, then
exactly. Yeah, that's it. If you need to wear one for work, you need to wear one. Go to hospital
but it's
appointments,
just like
whatever.
it's like
Do what you do.
symbology as well. Though with a mask, it reminds me of you. It's like speak no evil, hear no evil, and you're getting blocked from speaking your truth. That's what a mask symbolises to me. It's like they're
Yeah.
gagging you without you realising.
And I can't personally wear one anyway. So please be kind to me if you see me out. But
Like
no, I'm not able to wear one. But
there's a guy that we follow. Well, there's quite a few people we follow. There's David Icke. People might not be aware of, but he had a meeting which, because when he goes in for an interview, he can like talk the hind legs of a donkey, basically. And basically, he's supposed to come over here for an interview, and he refused to wear a mask. And he goes, if I have to wear a mask, I'm not going anywhere. Because that's what
yeah,
it is now. It's like every mode of transport, unless you're well, in some people in their own cars are driving with bloody masks on. I don't get
yeah.
it. I just don't get it. Okay, I can understand it if there's passengers on that on in the car, but a single person driving in the car with a mask, it's just like, what's
I
happening?
think I've got a theory on that now, though.
I've gone in.
Do you know what my theory is?
What?
So my theory is at the beginning, and plus it should be like it now. You know, they said once you put your mask on, do not remove it, blah blah whatever. So I'm thinking maybe these people are doing the same, you know, rather than taking it on and off in case they've got anything on their hands. Maybe they're the ones that put them on when they leave the house and don't touch it until they go back in again.
All right.
Maybe that's my theory.
Yeah, I've got you. I see
Is
where you're
that
coming from. Yeah,
yeah?
they hit a nerve. Thank you, son. I see it now.
But yeah, no, that's just my theory on it because I'm thinking they are actually doing it properly because that is what you're meant to, not meant to be fiddling about with it because of whatever's on your hands. This is where all the things, like, you know, the bit of contradiction and whatever comes in, isn't it? You know, the confusion.
Do
But
you know
that's my
what?
theory on those people that they're
It's
just putting it on.
it's even with like the government. I don't think they know what they're fucking. Sorry, I don't think they know what they're doing. I'm really sorry.
Sorry, don't you take threats.
I need to, I need to put a bleep on that, but I can't be bothered. If it goes through, it goes through. But do you know what? Um, just be aware of your own power and what you are, a divine spark of light. Yeah, stand in your truth, stand in your power. Um, and do you know what they say about people loving themselves because they're on this spiritual journey? It's not about loving yourself as in, look at me, I'm God's gift. It's like you're loving yourself for who you are, for the energy that you are bringing into this earth. It's not a selfless. It's not selfish. It's selfless, isn't it? It's loving who you are as a being of light. Um, and it's
If you
that
can't love yourself, no one else can love you.
who really deeply loves himself out there. Question.
Well, I'm beginning to love myself. Well, not beginning. I think I might be halfway there now.
No, I think you're there, son. No, you're actually there.
I didn't
all,
think I'd
all
ever
of,
say it.
I'll tell you what, over the past years that we've known each other, how much healing have we had? What crap have we released? Yeah,
Still on it now, especially me. I've been naughty.
uh,
Yeah,
yeah,
healing myself.
yeah.
Have a little blip every now and again with the foods that aggravates me, but
Oh,
I enjoy them at the time.
artificial flavouring, sugars, and everything. Eat natural, eat raw. But it's so hard where you just fancy a cookie or a donut or like a yum yum. God, they're in the shops, they're looking at it going, buy it, buy it, buy it. Oh, all I keep seeing is like a yum yum with a glass of milk. But now, honestly, but now I realise what
Have
it
a piece of fruit instead. Have an apple. Have an apple or a pear. Make a smoothie.
I don't know what, that was the best one ever I've had in a long time. It's not like, it tasted like a proper milkshake, but it's all natural fruits and flavours.
Mm.
So it's again, it's like with your body, realizing your body is a temple. The temple holds your spirit, your soul, your consciousness. So treat it nicely. It will look after you. You want to see this journey unfold even further along the path, then eat clean, because it gets in your body
Yeah,
systems, it gets in your joints. People suffer with arthritis, swelling of the hands, skin rashes, and things like that. And it's like, we can control it by watching what you eat. As they say, you are what you eat. And
yeah.
you're right, boy. And I'm slowly coming away from meat stuff as well. So I'm slowly getting there.
Yeah, it just happens though, doesn't it?
Mm, yeah.
Yeah. It's like
Um,
with sugar. Like that's when me arthritis and everything and that. Sugar collects on the joints. So obviously does the swelling, everything like that. But also because it's like a temporary high, isn't it? Sugar fix.
yeah.
But once you come down for that, you come down lower. And it's like anything that you're addicted to, you have to have more and more of it each time to get that kick. And sugar, oh,
It's
it does
a
keep
sugar
up
addict.
with me, but
It's like we spoke about yesterday, didn't we? Um,
yeah,
Smoking. Is it a habit or is it something we enjoy? Drinking. Okay, the first drink I remember having, I don't drink now, but the first drink I remember having, the next time I had a drink, I had to drink twice the amount, and then three times the
yeah,
amount, and then four times to get the same buzz I got originally. And then, okay, I used to puff as well. The first puff got me big time, but I found it I needed
yeah.
more and more to get the same level. But with smoke, it's like people say it's a habit, like we spoke yesterday. Do you want to continue on that one?
What was he saying? What
Addiction,
with the
Sandra.
smoking? I can't remember. I can't remember that bit. What I was saying, when I said, are you actually addicted to it? Or is it because you're told you're addicted to it that it becomes addictive? That's what I was saying yesterday.
A question or an answer or a question, or is that yes, it is an addiction? No, it's not.
I don't think I got to the bottom of it.
Well, it's like, do you know what? If the first time you and I smoked, we both were sick, weren't we?
Yeah, I tried it when I was at school and I did not start smoking until I was 16 or 17. I
Yeah.
just didn't like it. My parents smoked, couldn't stand the smell of it, tried it, didn't like it. But yeah, that's 16 or 17 I was when I started.
I'm going,
First thing I ever did.
so I'm going through a phase now where I, it's, I'm smelling other people's cigarettes more than I used to. Maybe it's time for me to kick, if it's a habit, to kick it, to slow it, to stop it, to cut down, because it's like, God, that's really horrible smell, and it's like that's what's going in your body.
Yeah,
Your lungs is
yeah.
going, your
Oh,
blood is going through all parts of your body, isn't it?
it does. But then I still think that traumas that you have and everything, unless you release it, you're not going to release that addiction. I think those are addictions.
So it's releasing the trauma, reprogramming the brain, the mind of how we think and feel. Not totally, but it's like your brain. It's full of. Oh, I can't think of the
Go on,
word.
say it.
I said it in the meditation. It was fine, but yeah, neurons, and receivers and receptors, and it's like when we do a journey on each other or with people, we actually go into on that cellular structure of the brain, and we can actually break. Well, not, we can actually assist with calming that addictions down or traumas down to be released, because you don't realise your brain, it is a massive computer. It's better than
Yeah.
technology out there at the moment. Your brain is like compatible. Like it is just like, it's huge.
That's why most of it's not used, is it? Most of it's not even used.
Is it 10% we use?
It's probably a bit more now for us, but
Yeah,
I don't know. I really don't know. I can't remember.
25.
Sometimes it's 5%. Sometimes it could be 8.
There's a film I remember watched. I think it's called. Yeah, it's a good film to watch. If you're into violence, it's quite good. But it's called Lucy. I think you've seen it,
Oh
and it
yeah. I've seen that.
where basically she just becomes aware of her own capacity of her brain and what it consists of and what it can do.
Yeah.
So we mentioned a few people that we follow, like YouTube and Facebook, to
Yeah.
like basically people that are just waking up or like sort of slip down the rabbit hole a bit.
Yeah. Yeah. One of the ones that's my top at the moment is Laura Eisenhower. I
Yeah,
do love her at the moment.
yeah, she's granddaughter of the
Well, not at
president.
the moment. I do love her. Yeah. Brilliant.
Yeah, she's granddaughter of the president Eisenhower, and she's got some very interesting stories that she could share and make you aware of. And as she keeps saying, we are sovereign. We are sovereign beings, and it's about standing in that power again. Also,
Yeah.
there's a person called Sash Stone. Brilliant, brilliant guy. I just think, but he does like a chat. He does like because he's got a lot to get off his chest, hasn't he? And
Yeah. He's like David Icke, isn't he? Yeah.
yeah, and Pixie, Magenta
And
Pixie. Yeah, she's another good one to watch. But all we can say is like try and eat cleaner, greener, and water intake, isn't it? We keep
Yeah, definitely.
every single video we've made is always mentioned about water.
I know, but it's so important. It assists with getting oxygen round in the cells. It is one of the most important things to drink, like at least, well, 1.5 to 2 litres a day.
Yeah, that's what the recommendation, isn't it?
Yeah, for your immune system as well, because that is the main thing that should be being put out there, your immune system. To
Uh,
eat anti-inflammatory food and things like that, and you'll be keeping your immune system, and things will flush through your body quicker. Any illnesses you do pick up or anything like that, it'll all be flushed through quicker with water,
but
grounding.
you may find the first time you do it, you might be finding that you need to go to the toilet quite a lot until your body gets used to it, isn't it?
Especially if you've been drinking, especially if you've been eating a lot of sugar lately, and then you all of a sudden go back to being good. You do find that you get up a few times in the night, hence dark circles under the eyes, because that's what happened to me at the moment. I'm back on track, but yeah, it's a lot of trips to the
Proud of you, dear. I'm very proud of you. You've got to follow your steps
you too.
now. Yeah, and it's like again, as I said, it's like if you ground, just take a few deep breaths in. Like, do you want to do a couple of deep breathing exercises, Sam?
Yeah, can do, yeah.
You don't have to close our eyes, but they get a gist of what to do. So you just like get your spine straight, relaxed, feet on the floor. Breathe in from the nose, down to your lungs, fill your lungs with air, and then relax the breath, release through your mouth. Breathe in from the nose and out through the mouth. And as you do this, in your mind's eye, visualize the bottom of your feet, roots going down into Mother Earth. Fine tentacles, roots going down further into the earth. With every breath, breathing in from the nose, and as you breathe out through your mouth, imagine the roots expanding into the earth, going further and further down, expanding even more, grounding, protecting and reassuring. But with the deep breathing, it's good to do it like, how long would you say it for? As long as you wish to.
Yeah. But when you do it, make sure you do long, deep breaths in and out.
Mm.
And also just try and concentrate on the flow of your breathing. Things do pop into your head, what you've got to do, like whether you're going to do it in the morning or the evening, because it does help relax the body. So in the evening, it is quite good to do that as well, like laying in bed even. But things do pop into your head, you know, what you've got to do the next day or what you're doing the rest of the day. But don't worry or get annoyed. Just move it aside, acknowledge it, and just start breathing again, concentrating on the flow of the breath.
Yeah. Also, if you've got earphones, look on YouTube for non-meditation, where basically you just hear a voice saying "Om," and just draw your attention away from the thoughts that you're creating, like thinking about next day, your shopping list and stuff like that. It helps you focus. It helps you, yeah. It's like the breath help you to attune within self.
Oh, do you know what? So if you started off just by doing 5 long, deep breaths in and out, but once you've done that, say to yourself, I am relaxed. You say that 3 times after you've done that 5 deep breaths,
Yeah,
you'll really notice, because you are telling yourself that you are relaxed. You don't have to say it out loud. Just like say it to yourself. You know, breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. I am relaxed. And you keep doing that. The power of positive affirmations, especially when you're speaking them in your own voice,
and what's
because
just come
everything
to
is
me?
energy. So
And
that vibration, sorry,
what just
sound
comes
like the
to me is
sound of your own vibration. Everything's energy.
emoji.
The vibration of your own voice is more powerful than anything, I believe.
Yeah, but as Sandra was saying about the deep breath and like affirmation about I'm relaxed, I'm relaxed. Be aware of your body. Again, relax the brain, relax the mind. Just go work down from
Work
your head
well.
and go through your whole body. So your shoulders relaxed, your arms are relaxed, your legs, your feet, you're relaxed. So you're affirming
Your
to
face.
yourself, yeah, and drop the muscles in the face. It's like you're affirming to yourself that you're completely relaxed in the state. If you want a guided meditation, there's plenty on YouTube, and there's a few that we've done, isn't there? Well,
That's it.
we've been doing some more, eh?
Yeah, well, what you was just saying, relaxing each part of the body is one of them that we've got on YouTube, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
It's the relaxing with the breathing and then the grounding.
But again, we'll be
But
actually doing some more meditations when we get round to it. But the next discussion I think we're talking about next time is about programming and using crystals, isn't it? Because that come up.
yeah,
Because
that's
I'm
what I thought.
just briefly, it's like my very first crystal I got in the box down there, and I still got it, and it was about natural worth, and they used to do like a weekly every 2 week papers on about Earth and Amazon and certain places, the waters, the seas, and stuff like that. And the first edition came with a crystal. That is my first ever crystal I got, and you know what? It's that's got introduced. That's how I got introduced with crystals. But they so work. You can program them. You can use them to help you, isn't it? It's like your first
Definitely.
crystal, where you got your from. It's like it was chosen for you. But
Yeah,
our next discussion will be talking about crystals, how to program them, how to use them, and what types of crystals are best to be used at this time, isn't it?
yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah,
Is
gotta
anything
love a
else?
crystal.
Anything else you wanted to talk about?
I don't think so. I think
No,
that's about it. Do you reckon?
that's fine then. Okay, thanks for listening, and stay tuned, and we'll update you. Oh, the next video we'll be doing as well. We'll be putting out on the Seraphim pages on Instagram and Facebook. If any questions that people want answered, we can try our best to answer them. in our next video call. So stay tuned. Ground, drink water, try and eat cleaner. Danny, yes.
Yeah.
Thanks again,
Yeah.
John. It's been lovely. Been lovely chatting to you.
Yeah. And Joe,
Always.
chat soon.
All right. Speak
Bye.
to you soon. Bye-bye.
Speak soon. Bye. Bye.
Bye.